And I think that game will be dominated by the refereeing decisions, but it just wasn't our day today.
No, listen, it's not in my nature to come out and point the finger at officials and blame officials for results. But I do think that anyone that was at the game today will understand how big an impact that they did have on it. It was the penalty decision. I think if people watch it back, I think they'll find it quite baffling, as I did. And I think everything stemmed from that because, I know PJ saves the penalty, but the score from the resulting corner was over the line. I don't think it was, and I think that's where the frustration comes from. Cal Waters picks up his booking in that incident, so it all stems from that one really, really poor decision. But listen, it's one that we put behind us. I made mistakes today, and I'm honest and open enough to own up to that. I didn't think I got things right tactically. I spoke to the group about that in there, but it's about putting that behind us, putting the result behind us more than anything, because it's not like the boys stopped trying. They gave everything they had down to 10 minutes start of the second half, but they didn't stop them. They kept going. Cammy's really unlucky with his free kick that comes off the top of the bar, and they're obviously going to have chances on the counter attack when we're pushing for it in the last kind of 15-20 minutes. But overall, just disappointed with the result, and like I say, it's about doing what that group do best and bouncing back next week, which I've no doubt that they will, because they're really, really good at that.
You could give me an easy answer here and say you don't care about anybody else, but the league is so tight. That's 7 teams now with 3 points in between them. Do you think that helps, that if you have maybe an off day like today, a day where we struggle, that we can just bounce back next week? It doesn't mean as much.
No, it does. It definitely means as much, because I think regardless how tight the league is, you can only focus on one thing, and that's what you can do and what you can get every week, which is 3 points. But we can only focus on what we can control. The variables outside that in terms of other teams, there's no point in even worrying about that, because we can only do what we can do. And listen, today, like I said, I think I got a few things wrong, but ultimately I think the changing decision and the full match, which again, I'm not saying that Arbroath were good, and Arbroath came and they had a real game plan where they got Scott Stewart a lot of the ball, and he caused us problems. And listen, they're a good side, and I'm not taking anything away from them when I say that, but I do think that decision had a huge impact on the outcome of the game in the end.